Welcome, everybody. So we've got a huge release that we are absolutely thrilled to share with you today. But first, just a little bit of housekeeping. So if you're joining us for the first time today, this is a weekly series of trainings that we do live at this same time, 10 Pacific, 1 Eastern. And yeah, and the idea is just to help people to learn about new things that they can do in Vibe Cloud. So sometimes it's sharing exciting new releases like this, but also sometimes it's just that we're introducing you to new parts of the software and new workflows every week. And also, chances are you are joining us through our suite, which is actually also a fairly new release that we've got. And the idea is to just help with building community for everybody's businesses. So this is a feature that's available to everybody. We've done previous trainings on this, so you can look through our back catalog to just learn a little bit more about the basics of what Suites is. But also, as always, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. So back to the topic at hand. This release is we've got a brand new sidebar that we are going to be releasing very shortly. So the idea here is that this is a bit of a sneak peek and an introduction to it before this goes live into your actual Vibe Cloud account, which we're targeting for sometime next week to have that actually go live. And the goal of it is to help you with better navigating Vibe Cloud and just to make things easier than ever to accomplish your tasks. We'll be going into the details on that shortly. So as always, we'll be the way we're going to be approaching this is first we're going to be doing the demo and showing you the product itself, and then that'll be followed by a Q&A. But you can feel free to send in your questions at any time. Whether that is through the chat in our suite, a comment on the suite, and you can also feel free to send in questions on YouTube if that is where you're coming in from us directly. We'll get to those at the very end, but we encourage you to send them in at any time. And yeah, and another thing too is that as we go through the product, you might see stuff that you didn't know that Vibe Cloud could do. And so we definitely encourage you to ask questions about that. Let us know in the chat and comments what the new stuff is that you see there, and we'll be happy to just reach out to you directly if there's something that you'd like to learn a little bit more about. We might be able to send you just a little quick video on it, or we also if a one-on-one training would be helpful. Then let us know. We're always happy to introduce you guys to everything that Vibe Cloud can do. So, with us today as well, we got Adam, and Adam's going to be kind of doing the walkthrough here, and I'll be just sharing my screen and giving you that visual component there. But yeah, Adam, the floor is yours.
Hello, Drew. Good to see you. Good to really excited to share this, and I say we jump right in.
Let's do that. So there we go.
Here we go. Okay, so welcome to the new sidebar. For those of you who've been using Vibe Cloud for some time, you might have noticed that as we continue to add new capabilities, our sidebar was getting busy. There was a lot going on. And so what we wanted to do was continue to add new capabilities, but eliminate the feeling of overwhelm, if there was any, and also create a framework for minimal clicks, because we have different kind of frames of mind that people are in when they are using our product. So the first thing you might notice is that we no longer have a right-hand sidebar. There's only one sidebar now, and it's on the left-hand side, and it is broken into categories. The sidebar is almost two sidebars, where we have the icons over on the left, and as Drew's hovering, you can see that the icons have tooltips that tell you exactly what's in each category. And so when you first log in, you're brought to this Get Started page. And on the Get Started page, you can, if it's the first time you log in, you can see some stuff you can do to get started that you've done or that you've not done. You can jump over to your dashboards, to your feed for any suites or parties that you've joined. And then also below the little horizontal line We have other things that are kind of get started type stuff. So basic information, if you want to edit your name, upload a profile image. We're adding the concept of system emails, where you'll be able to toggle on and off every email from our system from a singular page, and you can do it right here from the home category. As part of this release, we're also going to be launching a what you missed email. So for those of you that are using our texting or suites or parties or chats, we think this will dramatically increase the engagement of your party goers, where they will receive an email daily of any posts or chats that they missed, that they did not read. And of course, they can change it to weekly, they can turn it off, all that good stuff. But we think that'll be a very powerful arrow in the quiver to improve party and event engagement. Quick overview of the other categories. So we have this home category. The next category down is communication. So communication, in fact, let's go ahead and jump into that. This is where all of email and texting is. Now, the email sub items haven't changed. The text items haven't changed. But the idea here is if you're thinking of doing communication, everything you will need is here. It's almost like each category is its own product. You'll have series here, which are related to communication, contacts, contact lists, content, and even communication setup related items. So your email settings, inbox sync, text settings, all of that can be done here. And because this can still be a lot of info, and if you're not using it, back on the homepage, there is an option to customize your sidebar. Let's actually jump back there real quick. So you have a customized sidebar where you can toggle on and off. You can reorder the categories. You can really make this custom. And if you have multiple users, you can apply the changes to all of your sub users as well. But the next category down below communication is automation. Through our case studies, through customer interviews and all that, we've really found that a big value adding, unique value add of iCloud is automation, is being able to pull all of these different channels of communication and things together, so that you can kind of automate to dominate, so to speak. You can grow your customers even if you're on vacation. And so we are renaming autoresponders automations. They'll currently look exactly the same. However, by renaming it, it will allow us to, in the very near future, make some other, basically expand it and broaden it a little bit. You can access series here. We have text keywords, we have schedulers, and then we have lead capture items. So sign up forms are moved into here. Email parsing, so we can parse emails that come in. And we are very soon going to be launching courses. Kelly, I see you, I hear you. I don't know if we can get this out next week. It's probably more like the end of the month, but we've made a ton of progress on it. And we're really excited. And courses can be, they can be free. They can be kind of a lead capture type thing from a giveaway free knowledge. It can be training for your employees or for your team members, or and it can also be income generating, where you'll be able to charge a fee. And people can pay with PayPal or credit card or Venmo, or even pay later. And then the integrations below are related to that. Several of you might not even know that we actually have a pretty robust Zapier integration. So for getting data in and data out from third-party systems, all of your automation can happen in this category. The next category down is CRM. So for the first time, we're actually mentioning the word CRM in our product. And this is where all of your tasks, so we have robust task management. We have a calendar for all of your tasks and events. You can manage opportunities. You can send out estimates, manage products. These products can be listed on your sign-up forms. They can be used in your estimates. And if you're in a CRM frame of mind, you're probably going to be interested in contacts and accounts. You can import all sorts of stuff as part of your setup. And then you can do all sorts of customization, from item layouts to custom pipelines and things like that. So everything CRM related should be here. The next category down is community. We're actually going to be renaming our suites add-on to a community add-on. And the community add-on is going to include suites, courses, and suites and parties and events, courses, and then all things social. And so everything that you want that's community related, if you primarily use this for social, that will live here in community. Here's where you manage all your posts, your calendar, your accounts. You can have templates, you can have a content library. And then for account groups, if you want to schedule posts to multiple suites, to multiple parties, to multiple courses, courses can have feeds and chats and modules just like a suite. Um, you can group things, so you can kind of do once and then streamline to many. The last couple of categories are contacts, where you can see contacts, contact lists, and accounts. Importantly, this is also where you can import contacts, contact lists, and unsubscribe list. And another item that is buried in settings that many people didn't know that we have is issue contacts. So we provide you with a list of everybody who's bounced, everybody who's unsubscribed, and also any bad formatted emails. If there was maybe 2 @ symbols or something in an import. And so all of that information is here. Next category is our library. It's currently content and stories, and we were very soon going to be adding QR codes. We actually already have a QR code builder, and we're going to be really making that a lot more robust and allow you to build some QR codes and build some really cool workflows around it too, where they can send emails that can then trigger series and all sorts of cool stuff. The next category down is our reports. This is where we post our library of reports. Of course, if there's any report in here that you don't see, you can request a report from us. And you'll also see your import history and your export history. If you want to see any data that your users are exporting out, we do track all of that. And then the last category is the settings. The settings is now actually settings as opposed to all of kind of the sub settings like the email settings. It's now just your user and your account. All of the information is here. Information about our API will be hosted in here too. And then I guess last but not least, we do support dark mode. Many of you use it. Toggle that on and go ahead and toggle it back off. But that is the sidebar. And we really hope that this lays a foundation for us to continue to add stuff, that it actually minimizes your clicks. And we're excited to get your feedback. Let's see. Shelly saying audio was hard to hear. Sorry about that. I hope it wasn't. I am in a coffee shop. Sorry, I'm traveling today. But hopefully it was good enough that it was there. Shelly, we can sync separately if you would like. Or the beeping. That actually might have been Drew. But Cynthia, you're very welcome. And those are the comments I'm seeing so far. So hopefully this is just so straightforward that it doesn't require questions. Good UI should just be self-explanatory. But I do think a couple of things that I would like to add. Drew, we can jump back to just the camera mode. Is we are, as I said, courses are coming down the pike. I think that that's a really interesting opportunity. A lot of our customers are just very entrepreneurial, and I think this could be a very good platform where it'll be built into the same system, so you can then even if you want to start a side hustle with your course, and then that you've got a CRM you can totally grow into to build the business into a multi-million-dollar business. QR codes, I think, are going to be very exciting. And we've got a lot of other stuff coming too. For example, we'll be adding a content tab to Suites, and that should be kind of the final major feature to really start working as like a group alternative. But Drew, that's all I got. Any questions or?
No, well, I think the two things that I'm just really excited about here is, first of all, just the fact that the goal of this is to kind of just be like, what mindset are you logging in with today? And so maybe you're, got your marketing hat on as an entrepreneur, and that the communication tab is going to really just be able to serve up exactly what you need. And so you're not going to have information overload every time you're like looking to navigate to maybe a different part of the product. jumping between maybe your contact lists and your email templates, and also then looking at how your past emails have performed, for instance. And then also, I just love that especially with the courses release coming up, after having recently done our suites, we really are just doubling down on this whole concept of being a communication CRM. And not everything has to be about things like generating leads and in a very traditional sense, and manage your pipeline, but also now you can communicate better with your audience through things like courses and suites, and just really have a one-stop shop for all things communication.
Community is becoming so key in today's day and age, and building that valuable, and courses in particular. A lot of course properties out there separately have a Facebook group to talk about it, and here that can all be in one, because a course is effectively a type of suite. So you can have a feed if you want, you can have the group chat if you want, and you can just do everything in one place, and then 100% of people will be in your feed if you want to do it. You can do live trainings in your courses too to supplement your modules. So excellent. Well, we're excited about this. You can probably tell. We're working day and night, quite literally, to get this out to you as soon as possible. We are targeting next week at this going live. So one day you'll log in and the product will just look different. But hopefully it will be incredibly intuitive, and this training will be available so that you'll be able to review it should you have any questions. And as always, we're here to help. So feel free to chat any questions or write into support. Otherwise, thank you all so much.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody.